Now, I don't know about you, but I like new things, and RC cars is no exception. There's nothing better than opening up a new RC car, all fresh packaging, fresh car, fresh everything, but it's 2025, time's a little bit tough, so you gotta look for a bargain every now and then, and this Armour Granite is no exception. Popped up on Facebook Marketplace for 350 Australian dollars. Brand new, these are around 670, depends on where you go, without a battery. I picked this one up with a 3S battery and 2 shells. Is it worth it in general buying a used RC car? Because if you don't really know what you're looking at, you could have issues. So I thought in this video we'll find out, go through what I've got, what issues I've found, what issues I've fixed so far, and any other potential issues down the line that may occur. So apparently the previous owner of this car was a second owner, so I'm the third owner. And it shows, it definitely shows. So I picked it up and noticed this wetness on the front right A-arm, and my fears came true when I had a close look and discovered the shock was leaking quite badly. Which is okay, because it's an easy fix. RC cars are very easy to work on. Now, shock's leaking, no good. A few other things that annoy me but aren't deal breakers. This connector is called an EC5, and it's got smart battery technology with Spectrum. And this one is broken, it's actually missing the connection here. I'm not sure, there's a bit of funkiness going on here. So that's no good. Which I'm not too concerned about because I will just use whatever batteries, IC5 batteries. Sorry, IC5 is the smart connector, EC5 is the non-smart. So I'll just use EC5. And another thing I found was the battery that it came with didn't have any markings on it, so that's whatever. I had to figure out what capacity it was to charge it. The aerial tube is broken, so I've got a new aerial tube. All around the car is a bit rough. All of the hubs on each corner are really not in the greatest condition. They're quite scratched there. The plastic is starting to chip off, so they need to be replaced soon. All of the bearings are pretty rough and pretty gritty, so they need to be replaced. Some of the arms are pretty loose, some of the suspension arms. The alignment is cooked, it needs to be aligned. That's pretty much it actually. I have probably forgotten something, but if I have, I'll put it in. Other than that, let's go take this out onto some gravel and do what it's designed for. And oh, that was the other thing. This wheel right here, it fell off, which is a common issue on these trucks. So I wasn't surprised when it fell off, but I was hoping I'd get a bit more driving in. I was only driving it for 5 minutes and the wheel fell off. So I've gone around each corner, taken the drive shafts apart, put some thread lock on it. So that should fix it nicely. So let's go out for a drive. It's been raining, so who knows what the conditions are like, and yeah, we'll see you out there. Alright, we are here on location. Nice big patch of gravel. Let's see how it goes. Right, driving skill aside, definitely some things I need to improve on, definitely some things I need to look at. It handles kind of strange. It seems to overcorrect, like if you're sliding, you're doing a bit of a drift, you'll correct with the steering, but then it will just snap and then it'll fishtail all over the place. That servo thing, really annoying. I'll have a better look at it when I get home and see what I can do about it. Other than that, still very fun, still goes very fast, very hard. Get us to improve my driving. Alright, we have fresh O-rings for the shocks, so we will put those in, and I'll be able to forget about them. So shouldn't be too long. They're pretty easy to change. Not even gonna bother taking the wheels off. I'm only gonna change 2 and keep the rest as spares, because those are the only ones I am worried about. The rear shocks weren't leaking, and I plan on upgrading them soon anyway, so I'll just keep them as spares for the fronts. Alright, conclusion time. Now, do I think buying a second-hand RC car is a good idea? In short, yes, I think it is, because it's good for the environment and save you some money, and you can get a good deal. You just have to be very careful with what you're buying. Look over the car very thoroughly, bring someone else with you for a second opinion. Ask questions, point out things that weren't on the listing. None of the faults with this car were on the listing, so that's a bit of a red flag. In hindsight, I could have lowered the price a bit, asked for a bit, offered him a bit lower money, but it is what it is. As for the car itself, I think it's pretty good. Needs to tweak the handling a bit. It seems to be very snappy. It has a lot of snap oversteer. And the shocks are horrible. I don't like the design of them. I think they're very flawed in how they go together. And that will be something I'll be replacing very soon, if not straight away. I'll see you in the next installment. Maybe make some mods to this.